What's up, everyone? So I've got my hands on this chunky boy, the Fujifilm Instax Wide 300, and I've been snapping away like crazy. First impressions? This thing is big. Seriously, it's not exactly pocket size, but that's because it uses the Instax wide film, which gives you these awesome, generously sized prints. Think double the width of the standard Instax mini prints. Perfect for capturing landscapes, group shots, or just anything you want to have a bigger impact. Now, let's talk about the design. It's got this retro, almost 90s vibe going on, which I personally dig. It's mostly plastic, so it doesn't feel super premium, but surprisingly lightweight for its size. The grip is pretty comfortable, and all the buttons are easy to reach. You've got your power switch, shutter button, flash control, and a little dial for adjusting the exposure. Simple and straightforward. The lens is a fixed 95mm f/14, which is equivalent to about a 35mm lens on a full-frame camera. It's got two focus zones, one for close-ups and one for everything else. Honestly, the focusing system isn't the most sophisticated, but gets the job done for most situations. There's also a close-up lens attachment included, which is great for getting those really tight shots. One thing I really appreciate is the light and dark control. It's basically a simple exposure compensation dial that lets you brighten or darken your images. This is super helpful for fine-tuning your shots, especially in tricky lighting conditions. And speaking of lighting, the built-in flash is pretty decent. It's not super powerful, but it does a good job of filling in shadows. You can also force the flash to fire even in bright daylight, which is handy for backlit subjects. The viewfinder is optical, which means you're looking through a separate little window, not directly through the lens. It takes a little getting used to, and it can be a bit tricky to frame your shots perfectly, especially if you're used to shooting with a digital camera. But once you get the hang of it, it's not a big deal. Now let's talk about image quality. This is where the Instax Wide 300 really shines. The prints are big, bold, and vibrant. The colors are rich and saturated, and the overall look is just really pleasing. Of course, it's still instant film, so you're not going to get the same level of sharpness and detail as you would with a digital camera. But that's part of the charm, right? It's all about that instant gratification and the unique aesthetic of analog photography. The biggest downside? The film. Instax wide film is more expensive than the mini film, so it can add up quickly. But if you're looking for that larger format and the unique look of Instax, it's definitely worth it. So, who is this camera for? I'd say it's perfect for anyone who loves instant photography and wants bigger prints. It's great for parties, events, travel, or just everyday snapshots. It's also a fantastic option for creative types who want to experiment with analog photography. It's not the most advanced camera out there, but it's fun, easy to use, and produces stunning results. If you're looking for a wide-format instant camera, the Fujifilm Instax Wide 300 is definitely worth checking out.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.